Hello everyone, it's Kaifu here with game 1 in the series between Taz and Bengimen. With Taz on the left side is playing Pricia, while on the right side we do have Bengimen is playing Alhama'at. So it will be an Alhama'at against a Pricia matchup. Now Alhama'at is a very interesting type of ruler. It gains a lot of mana because thanks to his residence for each darkness and light magic stone comes to play, you gain a mana counter. And those mana counter can be used for ancient magic like those previous ancient rulers we had in the previous expansion set. Now the interesting part about it, you can use any of those mana for any color of ancient magic. So obviously you can use it for the blue combination, the red combination, and also white, green, and so on. But what's most importantly, he has access to a lot of like ancient magic cards such as ancient knowledge for draw power. I believe Heartbeat, that's what it's called, or Heartfelt was called, to gain a lot of mana counter as well, or burn 400 damage to a Resonator or J-Ruler. And not only that, he gain access to Black Moonbeam, which is very important in this matchup because Taz doesn't have a lot of way besides Windscarred Refuge to prevent the Black Moonbeam getting connected with Pricia. Once that Pricia goes down, there's no more pressure for Taz. Now speaking of Taz, we do have Taz playing Pricia. Now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys should know what Pricia does by now. A very aggressive ruler, very strong, flexible, and so on. In the early game, you can pressure your opponent with a Lave, a Sacred Elf, and a Pumping Regalia to prevent, obviously to pressure your opponent that there is an OTK coming. If you do not prevent it, if you don't have a flyer, you don't have anything to stop it, then you are going to die. But in the mid to late game, you do have the Jack option, which is going to the Giant, which is kind of painful for Bengimen because Bengimen's deck is pretty much a lot of spells. So using the Giant against him is pretty much saying that all your spells is irrelevant to my Giant, so I'm going to hit you for 17. You can use your time space, you can use your bear magic, but it won't affect my Giant at all. Not only that, he does have access to Marabella as well, which is very powerful because for each freeze counter and blast counter, it gains like ability. So the blast counter, for those who don't know, it burns 500 damage to a J-Ruler and a Resonator or a Resonator on battlefield. So it's pretty much like a mini lightning strike slash thunder. Not only that, it gains those freeze counter as well. So pretty much a whirlwind against Chant. So pretty much your opponent is playing a lot of heavy Chant type of deck. So that Chant counter is pretty much will be helpful in this matchup. With that, let's get back to the game itself. Currently, life point wise 4,000 compared to 4,000. At the moment, both players are currently setting up their field. We do have Taz with the Sacred Elf, but he doesn't have any Lave, he doesn't have any Regals on the field. So which is kind of surprising because usually at this point in time, the Pricia deck or the Pricia player should usually have a Lave or Death Sight on the battlefield to obviously allow you to gain those pressure. Now Bengimen did try to play the time space, but you know what, Taz said, you know what, I'm not gonna let you resolve that time space to draw a card and get rid of my Gwen, so nope. So not allowing that, so pretty much does slow down Bengimen in a way because now he does allow his opponent to draw more cards with the Guinevere. But however, we do have Bengimen with a lot of resource. He does have 3 resources open and I believe 3 counters on. Not 3 counters, 2 counters on his rule at the moment. So he's technically having 5 resources open, so he can use the Black Moonbeam for free with those mana counters, and not only that, he can use those open resource for something else like, I don't know, like Black Lightning, Heartfelt, and so on. So sacrificing the Guinevere to draw 2 new cards and discarding the Jack. So this is a very strong indication that that Taz already have a Jack in hand already. Dropping the Regalia in play, applying the pressure. So let's see how does Bengimen responds to this. In comes the Jack as predicted, so the Jack does come to play and giving Swiftness of Flying, hopefully with the resonance from the Pricia. Because he has to be very careful because Bengimen does have a lot of resources open, so he can respond in a way to say that I'm gonna kill your Jack if necessary. In comes the Bear Magic, turning it to a 4/4 Bear, so it can't gain Swiftness of Flying. And at the end of the turn, using the time space, getting rid of the Jack. So now, obviously, Bengimen draws a card and get rid of the problem because when Jack connects, he can banish himself to search for a Giant and put in the battlefield. And as I mentioned earlier in this video, the Giant will cause a lot of problem for Bengimen. See now. 4,000 compared to 4,000, so not much has changed the moment. But however, we are going to the mid to late game now. Well, not mid to late game, but mid game now, because Bengimen does have 4 stone open. With those 4 stones open, it does allow him to use a lot of his spells in effective way. Speaking effective way, he is using Ruined Soul to search for a Black Moonbeam. Now, Black Moonbeam will keep Pricia in check unless Taz has his own check against the Black Moonbeam, which is Windscarred Riftridge. Now, Windscarred Riftridge is the only card at this point in time can actually prevent the Black Moonbeam killing his Pricia. Now, for those who don't know, Black Moonbeam is pretty much players cannot chase to this card, but however, Windscarred Riftridge is an automatic ability which does allow Taz to prevent it from prevent his Jailer from dying. In comes the Black Lightning, getting rid of the Sacred Elf, so not allowing the Marabella play at this point in time, because if Bengimen allows the Marabella play at this point in time, he can obviously tap the Sacred Elf, tap his free stone to play Marabella, and search for a 5 stone, giving a blast counter, and then tap his Ruler to give a breeze count and another blast count, which can be painful. And as predicted, in comes the Marabella, and obviously coming to search out the Fire Magic Stone, giving a blast counter, and pretty much swinging direct for 1,000, and it does connect, so 1,000 directly to the face, so putting Bengimen down to 3,000 compared to Taz's 4,000 life point. So let's see, can the pressure still be applied? So Bengimen is down to 3,000 life point, but it's still high, so he's pretty much doesn't need to worry too much, because the Pricia would not cause any problem in play at the moment, just for the fact that he does have a Black Moonbeam in hand that he searched previous turn. So let's see what can Bengimen do. I do see Ancient Knowledge, but I don't think you really want to use it at this point in time. You want to save it perhaps for later in the game, especially intimidating your opponent with a lot of open Magic Stone. So 5 Magic Stone open, and I believe 1 mana counter, so technically 6 resource in play compared to Taz's 5 resource and a Marabella in play with a 1 blast counter. Paying, sending 2 standby, so he could be paying 4 resource face down. Not 4 resource, paying 4 resource to put 2 cards face down. Sorry about that, guys. So those could be Lunar Legs, could be Razors, or could be Meltas at the same time. So let's see now. What does Taz do in this point in time? Played in Windscarred Riftridge. Wow, so now that Black Moonbeam is completely hopeless now, because once CJ activate, that would be pretty much game. Most likely will be game from there. So let's see if Bengimen has another way. Maybe those face down cards can help him in any single way. But no, he's actually scooping it up. People saying that I have no point, I can't win this point in time. So yeah, that's the game, guys. Okay guys, welcome back to game 2. Now with game 1 in the bag for Taz, he doesn't have to worry as much, but however Bengimen needs to find a way in a better strategy to take down that Pricia, because now with the Windscarred Riftridge in play that he knows now his opponent maining board 1, now he needs a way to prevent it from happening, because again, that if he didn't have the Windscarred Riftridge, the Black Moonbeam would have killed the Pricia, and he will be alive this point of time. And using one of his mana counter to use his Heartfelt, I think, not Heartfelt, yeah, Heartfelt, to get rid of the Sacred Elf, not allowing the mana ramp going. And then using Ruined Soul to search for Black Moonbeam. So adding his answer already, so that if you J-activate at any point in time, I'm gonna Black Moonbeam that Pricia, and you have nothing left in the early game, that is. So let's see. Paying 2 to put a card face down, knowing for the fact that his opponent doesn't have any Energize, doesn't have a Sacred Elf in play, he has nothing to worry at all. So that standby card could be very important. In comes the Firefox, again allowing a lot more mana ramp, so for allowing Taz to get his power play going. But again, speaking of power plays, we do have Bengimen using the Black Lightning to try and get rid of the Firefox. He does have a lot of mana count, he does have a lot of mana resource open. Because of that, the Black Moonbeam is very intimidating for Taz. So one misplay by Taz will cause him to lose the game. Paying 2 to put down the another standby card. I'm not sure how many mana count does Bengimen has now. I can't see with the camera angle, especially the dice is so small. Playing Guinevere and passing turn. So Guinevere does allow Taz to draw a few more cards if necessary needed. So, but now what is Taz's strategy? Because Taz's strategy at the moment is kind of shut down just for the fact that his opponent has a Black Moonbeam in hand and he has a lot of removal spells preventing him from doing any power play he needs. So now we're all going to be wondering, what will be Taz's strategy here? Will it be the Giant play? Will it be the Marabella play? Or will it be all out, all in with the Pricia play, knowing for the fact that his opponent has a Black Moonbeam? Tapping for another stone. In comes the Marabella, so trying to gain the Resonancy or trying to get the Search ability. In comes the double Reza. Wow, paying a lot of life point. Most like 2,000, so pretty much chasing to Marabella's Enter ability and then chasing it again. So putting him down to 2,000. Most likely those face down cards that Bengimen will be putting face down on the field will be Melders. Melders, for those who don't know, for each stealth resonator you control, -4/-4 to a resonator. So technically he has 2 stealth resonators on the battlefield. Once you flip the Melder over, that'll be free. So that will be -12/-12 to a resonator. And not only that, Taz is completely tapped out. He can't do anything about it because, well, not completely tapped out. He does have 1 open resource, but still that 1 resource wouldn't help as much because I'm pretty sure you don't play any 1-drops instant speed card that can prevent your opponent from killing you. In comes the Noble Melder, getting rid of the Guinevere, but however in response drawing 2 cards and discarding 1. Discarding the Headland Gust, not as helpful at this point in time because there's only 1 bow in play. Now on the board we can see Bengimen can apply the powerful pressure now because he does have 2 Melders, which is like 1,000 each, so that's 2,000 damage on the board, and 2 Rezas, which is 800 each, so that's 16 each. So in total that's 3,400 damage, and not 400, 3,600 damage. So that is a lot of damage, and he is attacking directly with everything, and Taz decides to take all of it. I'm still alive, and so on with 400 life points. But however, what is Taz's strategy now? He's low on life points, and not only that, he doesn't have a way to prevent that Black Moonbeam in play unless, again, he draws some kind of miracle at this point in time, but that will be literally impossible. Playing the Jack, so I'm trying to do the Jack strategy, but I'm not sure if the Jack can help me in a single time. Give me swiftness of flying, but then again, I'm pretty sure it has Bear Magic. Yeah, it has Bear Magic. Bear Magic turn to a 4/4 Bear. In comes the Whirlwind. Oh. Playing another Whirlwind. Wow, that's a lot of Whirlwind, but now Taz said, yeah, that's the game. I can't do anything now. So yeah, that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching. Let's stay tuned for Game 3. Okay, now welcome back to Game 3 now, with 1 game each for each player. This is the finale. This is the decider all, who will go to the finals, and so on. So now, surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but Taz choose to go second because he does want to energize, he does want to apply the pressure, but then again, allowing Bengimen to go first, which is a good thing because he will gain the residency from the Darkness Magic Stone and gains mana out of it, and gain more hand advantage, and so on. And you're allowing him pretty much to gain access to most likely Black Moonbeam. So yeah. Let's see now. What can Taz do now? That's a face down card, but however, I'm pretty sure Bengimen has 2 mana counter open, so that is 1 big whopping Black Moonbeam coming soon if it does go that way. Again, tapping for another stone, gaining residency, and so on. In comes the bow. So bow does prevent less aggressive plays for Taz, but however, let's see how it goes. Because Taz, if he decides to swing directly, let's say for example, swing directly with a Jack, his opponent Bengimen can Bear Magic it and then bow it right away, which is very, very important. So let's see what can Taz do. He does have his Energize Steel, he does have 2 resources open, tapping for another Magic Stone. He doesn't want to go for the Judgment play because he is fearing the Black Moonbeam. In comes the Ancient Knowledge, and in comes the Whirlwind, not allowing the Ancient Knowledge Surge, so tough luck. So pretty much you're not allowing to get in your toolbox going, not allowing that anytime soon. In comes the home of Ebon Holmes, I believe. Pretty much he's paying 300 to leave it untapped, knowing the exile on the top card of his opponent's deck, which is a tank. So the tank can help in the control matchup-ish, but not too much. It does gain him life, it does give him draw power, but how relevant it will be? That's the key question. But it's got removed from the game, so not too much different. Playing another Regalia by Taz. I'm guessing he's just going for the big play later on, but we shall see. Playing the Jack now. So Jack, I'm not sure because his opponent has 2 bows, so 1 bow each is more than enough to kill the Jack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he's passing turn, so not doing anything at this point in time. Gain more resource, and in comes the Black Lightning saying that screw your cancel spell, I'm gonna get rid of that Jack, and not allowing your Jack to gain any crazy shenanigans to gain the Giant out on the battlefield. 4,000 compared to 3,700. In comes the Mirabella trying to gain the residency. But in comes the Seal Winter Light using the mana count to play for the Ancient Magic Stones to produce green. For those who don't know, the Ancient Magic Stone can play for any color for any of your cards as long as you pay 1 mana count from your from your J-Roller. How broken would it be you can pay mana from your Resonators, but nope, just J-Rollers. Bear matching the Root Egg, so it looks like a kill spell coming in, not allowing the Root Egg to search most likely. Otherwise, why we bear magic it? Because there's no reason not to bear magic it. So let's see. In comes the time space as expected. So using a removal spell to get rid of the Root Gate, not allowing for Taz to get the search ability off. Not only that, drawing 1 card. So again, those hand advantage he needs, and obviously that Bengimen does have a lot of resource open. So kind of scary because if a control player has a lot of life point and up to this stage with a lot of mana and stone wise as well, kind of painful. In comes the Windscarred Refuge, chasing the Windscarred Refuge with the not chasing on enter very much, using Reza and then torrenting the Heaven and Gust to get rid of his opponent's field. Interesting. Let's see what can Taz do now. He can sacrifice the Lave to give impressionable and then sacrifice the Horn most likely. Yep, sacrificing the Horn to shuffle his graveyard back to his deck to gain those resources again with those Sacred Elf, those Jacks and so on. In comes the Reza, triggering Reza's Enter ability to search off a card and put in the standby area. Most likely he will play a Melter face down, otherwise why wouldn't you? Unless he could be that guy, you play that, you know what, I'm expecting you could play a Jack, allow you to hit me. When you use the effect of, I'm going to like the Jack, but most likely he'll be playing the safe play, which is the Melter face down, most likely. So let's see, tapping for another stone. So there goes that play that Taz wanted to do, the Windscarred Refuge and the Lave and so on. And pretty much Bengimen said that nope, you're not going to have that. Freedom of massive attack and so on. Bengimen getting more resonance from the stones, attacking directly with the Reza, putting Taz down to 3,200 compared to Bengimen's 2,700. We're already at the 19-minute mark now, so let's see what can both players do. Even though both players still have like half an hour and 40 minutes left, still this can go either way. Let's see how long this will go for. Paying 7 while dropping a giant hard casting. Now this is going to be a lot of problem for Bengimen, because now Bengimen's cards cannot even touch him, and before recover phase I'm pretty sure he could use the burn effect off. And in comes the time space. Oh, it's time spacing his own resonates to draw cards, to draw answers. Very smart, because obviously that your time space won't work on your opponent's resonator. Might as well kill my own because it's about to die anyway and draw a bunch of answer card, hopefully. So very smart play by Bengimen. But however, that giant will cause a lot of problem. because it does have precision, so it can attack anything you want, and has barrier against chant. And it's not a small attack as well, it's 1717, a very strong resonate. But this is very surprising that it's been a while, or should I say, mostly been a while since I saw a Pricia player hard casting a giant from hand. So pretty much that giant is Taz's win condition at the moment. So he can attack directly, but however, if he does attack directly, he just put within range for his opponent down below 2000 life points to trigger his Melder ability. Now, looks like before recovery, he's still using more search power, more draw power, getting for more answers, so on. Because Bengimen is in a pretty much a predicament at the moment, because he is against a giant, but he needs answers. So pretty much he wants to draw to his stealth resonance, such as Reza, Melders, and so on. Well, not really Melders, but more stealth resonance to allow him to handle this situation. So tapping for another magic stone, gain residency from the stone. Playing a bow. Well, now those bow can technically target the giant because it is an ability, but it's only, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Can only do a total of 12 damage, which is not enough because it is a 17 defense on the battlefield. Using Ancient Knowledge to check top 5 to add 2 cards, hopefully answers to his hand against his opponent. But however, I'm not sure what answer he can search into, because I'm pretty sure Bengimen's list has a lot of spells play and not a lot of abilities besides Melder is the only way of killing, and plus Melder relies on a lot of stealth resonance on the battlefield in order to increase that minus defense and minus attack as well. So currently life point wise 3200 compared to 2700 life point. But however, Bengimen does have a lot of resources open, so he can play a lot of stuff, but it depends what is he grabbing from that Ancient Knowledge play and what does he have in hand as well. Again, using the Heartfelt to gain more mana, then using Ruins of Soul to search for a card. Oh, he's actually deck finning quite a bit, searching for another Ancient Knowledge, saying that I need to draw power, I need to search for answers, because it's indicating that he is in a tough situation because he doesn't seem to have an answer by the looks of it. So let's see now, because Taz now is in the demanding position, saying that, well, you better be careful because that giant will swing 17 directly at you and put you down to 1000, and obviously your Melders will trigger and so on, but how relevant will be. In comes the Ancient Knowledge, adding a few cards in hand. So now let's see what will be Bengimen adding to hand, because I can't see from this angle, but yeah. So adding 2 cards already, putting card spreads back to the bottom. His deck is quite thin at the moment, paying 2 to put a card face down. Most likely will be another Melder, so he might be having 2 Melders, so as soon as that giant launches attack, the bows will connect, and it might be kind of a waste, but have a double Melder to wreck with the giant. Now it all depends what does Taz do now. He still has the Energize, he still has a lot of resource. It has been a while for me to see I've never seen a Pricia have this many Magic Stone in play. Especially without Melbell on the battlefield. But those both are very annoying and so on, so pretty much it's going to be causing a lot of issues. Using the sacrifice on Imperishable onto giving his J rule Imperishable, so he's going to die to Black Moonbeam right away. J activating into Pricia, spinning the Memorial back to the bottom, getting another stone to draw a card. That's interesting. Why would he sacrifice the Lave? Unless he has another Lave. Yes, he does have another Lave. Wow. Now, that would do a lot of damage. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. But in comes the Black Moonbeam, killing the Pricia, but how that Pricia does have Imperishable at the moment, because there's no Death Side being played by Bengimen, so that Imperishable will be giving that Pricia a lot of benefit now to J activate in the following play, or the following turn, should I say. So passing turn, I'm pretty sure, because he doesn't want to trigger those melders, and those melder can just whack directly into the giant. So maybe he's saving his next turn for more power play by the for the Pricia to J-activate once more, because by J-activating he is within range, kind of in a way, from getting killed by Pricia singly alone. But it all depends. Depends what does he do at this point in time. 3,200 compared to 2,700 life point. Both player does have a lot of resource in play. Bengimen does have 7 stone open, and I think 2 mana counter, I believe. Sacrifice the Lave to give imperishable to the J Ruler. So I'm assuming he might have another Lave in hand. 3 for free? Does he have another Lave? He does have another Lave, then that was kind of pointless, to be honest. So let's see. What can he do now? Tough decision by both players, because if Taz misplayed this, he might lose the game, but let's see how aggressive he will be. Playing the Guinevere. Okay. So playing the Guinevere, okay. What you do with it? It'd be so nice now if Taz have Heavenly Gust just destroy all those Regalas right now, and saying that, well, your Regalas are useless now, and passing turn. Oh wow. So I'm more confused than you guys, because I don't see the point of J activating if you don't have another Lave in hand, and pretty much if you just give me Imperishable, your opponent at the end phase can simply just Black Moonbeam at his turn, so I don't see the point. Let's see. Using Guinevere to sacrifice to draw 2 new cards, so obviously during the draw phase, after he draws his card and so on. But however, Bengimen does have 3 card face down, and I want to know what those 3 cards face downs are. Are those Reezers, those Melders? Well, one of them should be a Melder that's searched by Reezer, by the first Reezer, should I say. But let's see. All Taz can play that deck out strategy if necessary, but I completely doubt that he will do that. Let's see. Playing 1 red to drop another Guinevere. Tapping for a stone. Ooh. Interesting. So he J-activated quite early in the game, but he's not attacking with it. And he's risking the fact that his opponent might have another Black Moonbeam and to kill it. Huh. Interesting. So I'm not sure what his strategy plan at the moment. It's kind of hard to say. Paying a... Oh, is another giant? Jesus Christ, another giant. So 2 giant on the battlefield. One was hard enough for Bengimen to handle with 2 giant with 17/17 and barrier from Chant. Not looking too good. So now even Bengimen Black Moonbeams the Pricia, it doesn't matter because those giant is freaking big. Using Gwen to draw 2 new cards and discarding 1. And not only that, Taz still has the Energize, which is quite interesting. He still has the Energize to be used. Playing 1 card Rebridge, hard to draw a card. Okay. Playing another one. Oh! Okay, trying to dodge those bows, because those bows will be targeting still in a way. But let's see. Playing a Rook Egg. Okay. Attacking directly with... Oh! Quite interesting, attacking directly with the what do you call it? With the Pricia first instead of the giant, because if you attack directly with the giant, you can force your opponent to either A, to kill the giants, or B, kill the Pricia. And in comes the Heavenly Gust, because he did use Heartfelt to actually increase the torrents and get rid of those Windscap Refuge, not allowing any protection and just killing the Pricia. But he did Godak, so all his Resonate does have flying, so those face down cards better be very, very strong. So attacking directly. Bow damage directly to the giant, so taking 8. So the giant's sitting on 900 now. Okay. So let's. What is his game plan at the moment? Flipping the Riza, so triggering the enter effect. So yep, he does use the search ability most likely, or is he? Because it is flying, so I don't see the point of flipping over, unless he's trying to get melded out to debuff the attack stat. But you're taking 1000 life point damage in the process. He does do it. Putting down to 17, so those melders will be triggering, obviously debuffing those resonance on the battlefield. So let's see, 3200 compared to 1700 life points. So attacking directly. So flipping one melder to debuff the attack by 800 attack, 800 defense. So not enough to kill it, but wait, what? Locking? Wait. I think both players actually missed the fact that his giants is flying, so the block shouldn't resolve, but let's say that attack hits. So it was reduced by 8, so 17 minus 8, that's 900, so that will put Bengimen down to let's see, 17 minus 9 to 800 life points. And yeah, I think both players actually forgot the fact that the Pricia gotta give all Resonate flying at the same time. Ouch. This might even give the game away. Taz is pretty much forgetting the fact that his Godak is giving flying. Oh man, this is gonna be very terrible. Bengimen should be technically down to 800 life point, and with that in play, there's no way he could lose that turn, but he actually forgot about it. And I'm pretty sure it's too late to turn around now because both players not paying attention to it. Not looking too good. Attacking 1000 directly. Bear magicking it and then bowing away, so forcing the damage to go through. Putting Taz down to 2200 life points. Oh no. Will this be the game, guys? Did Taz forgot about the Godak effect, which allows him to win the game? If he loses this game, that is pretty harsh to forget about the mistriggering. Or not mistriggering, the fact that he forgot about it. Giving some flying and end phase killing the Resonant off, and that should be the game. Yep, Taz lost this game. Kinda sucks, but yeah, that's the game, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time.